So at the shelter, we get in all kinds of animals. Since I've been here, we've gotten in cats and dogs, obviously, sheeps, goats, pigs, chickens, rats, bunnies, anything that falls under the sun we've basically had here. Our policy, is every animal leaves here fixed, so there's not more breeding and overpopulation of animals. So if somebody comes in and falls in love with an animal, we let them bond with them by walking them, and then they fill out an application. Once that application's approved, we'll go get the animal fixed, and then that same day they pick them up and take them home. So it's not too long. It can take, from the moment you meet the animal you fall in love with, it can take about a week for them to be at your house. When animals are going into heat and whatnot, then we become full in our cages. So then we have to start a waiting list because we don't want to euthanize for space.
Yeah.
So that's where the waiting list comes in. We'll have people calling from out of area because we're committed to the Hastings and Prince Edward County area. Actually, our adoptions, we do lose a bit of money on them because of how much stuff we're putting into the animals. So I think for cats, we spend about an average of $400 on each cat, and then our adoption price is about $140, right? So that just goes to show how much money we actually lose as a charity and whatnot. So yeah, just donating money, donating your time if you can't, coming to socialize the animals, walking the dogs, which you just sign up online on our website to start volunteering. It's really easy. Just, even collecting newspapers, because that's something we use for our dog cages. And, if you go grocery shopping, bring a bottle of bleach to us, or, some wet food, because that really goes a long way for us, because we're charity, right? So that's what we rely on. We don't always have that extra money to go out and buy the stuff we need. So we'll put out public pleas on Facebook, asking people for stuff that we need. So, people can help by just looking on Facebook to see what we need, helping out at events, because we always need people for that, just because, us staff are stuck here caring for the animals, so we can't always go out to the events. Just coming here and seeing the animals and giving up treats, and it makes their day better, right? So my favorite parts would have to be, helping people find that perfect cat for them. Like, I like when they come in and they actually tell me, like, I'm not trying to be picky, but this is what I'm looking for, and then I can kind of, narrow it down better for people. Like, oh, you want a cat that's likes treats, like food motivated, or you want a cat that's just gonna sit on your lap all day. Like, what I try to do when I clean the cages is I get to know the animals, so then I can, help find them that perfect home. So I like when I can connect people to an animal that, like, they want, and then we don't have to see them returned, right? So I think that has to be one of my favorite parts of this job. Just the fact that it's always something different too. Like, each day is different by, you don't know what you're going to get in, the people you're going to deal with, just even the pace of work, right? So some days can be more slow, some days can be more fast. And so there's a lot of perks to this job. There are some, cons, like getting attached to animals and stuff like that. I think just like every place, there's some wins and losses, but I definitely think there's some more beneficial factors with